When, in the pursuit of pleasure, a man releases his seed, something far greater than pleasure slips away. What slips away is not seen but felt, a quiet drain of life that weakens him over time. This force was never meant to be casual. It is the body's most refined effort, drawn from its deepest stores, crafted with the weight of generations behind it. To waste it on impulse is to throw away what nature guarded as sacred. Each act of release leaves a mark, not immediately, but gradually. The eyes lose their brightness, the frame its strength, the spirit its edge. A man may not notice in the moment, but over weeks, months, years, the cost reveals itself. What is lost is more than energy. It is potential. Futures erased before they could take shape. Vitality spent before it could build anything lasting. Unseen, unacknowledged, but no less real. What leaves the body in that moment is not simple release. It is the body's most concentrated effort of creation. Inside are millions of fragments, each carrying the full pattern of a human life. The color of eyes, the sound of voices, the shape of futures that may never appear. Scientists tell us that the code within a single cell is vast, billions of letters long. Multiply that by the multitude in one release, and you begin to sense the weight. To form this, nature draws on its richest stores: minerals, vitality, hormones, the spark of life itself. Nothing else the body produces is given this much detail. Within it lies legacy, sons and daughters waiting in silence, bloodlines waiting to be continued. To waste it is to erase futures unseen. The force you carry is not just yours. It is the same current that flowed through the men and women who came before you. Every union, every act of love across generations carried this spark forward until it reached you. Your forefathers held it with care, not only through survival, but through devotion. They loved, they united, they passed life forward so you could stand here. This is how intimacy becomes legacy. To spill it carelessly is to turn away from that chain of love. What was preserved through tenderness, what was once exchanged as the highest bond between man and woman, is now wasted for impulse. The inheritance of intimacy dissolved in seconds. To waste it is to forget them. To hold it is to honor them. What will you do with what they preserved? Every release carries an echo. It is not only the union of man and woman in the present, but the possibility of children in the future. Each surge of pleasure is nature's way of urging life to continue. Within that force is the outline of sons and daughters, the warmth of families not yet born, the laughter of children who could carry your eyes, your voice, your spirit. This is what every culture once understood. That seed was sacred because it contained the generations. When spent without care, that echo never reaches the world. It is a funeral without a ceremony. Futures erased in silence. The pleasure remains, but the bond intended to create life is broken, and the energy collapses inward as loss. But when it is guarded, the echo grows louder. The desire is not denied. It is transformed. The same current that once reached outward to create new life now rises within, sharpening your mind, deepening your spirit, and strengthening your presence. For men walking this path, discipline is not easy. It needs structure, reminders, a brotherhood around you. That's why I built Transmute, a place to track your progress. Learn from the wisdom of great men, join a community, and discover the philosophy that turns retention into power. Because this practice is not just about holding back, it's about becoming who you're meant to be. But beyond the futures erased, every careless release draws from the body's reserves. The spark leaves the eyes. The frame grows weaker. The spirit loses edge. Spiking prolactin, the hormone of fatigue. Men who release compulsively feel and appear older before their time and carry less energy for the work of their lives. What should have been energy to build, to create, to command, is thrown away for a moment already gone. To indulge without thought is to burn the very fuel the universe entrusted to you, the current that was meant to carry your purpose into the world. Yet what is lost can also be preserved. And when it is preserved, the body begins to change. Retention sharpens the mind. The fog that comes with constant release starts to clear. Focus deepens. Motivation returns. A man begins to feel that steady pressure of energy building within him. The very pressure that once slipped away unseen. The science confirms what tradition always taught. Testosterone levels rise with retention, fueling drive and physical power. Dopamine sensitivity increases, bringing back clarity and joy in simple things. Stable hormones mean calmer moods, stronger skin, a presence that others notice even if they can't explain why. Every day held is energy conserved, a reserve of willpower that fuels discipline, magnetism, and purpose. Instead of bleeding life outward, the body begins to build it inward. Desire itself is transformed into strength. This is the secret men once knew. Retention aligns you with your highest form. It prepares you for the destiny waiting to unfold. The will of the universe seeks to move through you. It asks to be carried, to be built into something lasting. But each careless release cuts that current short. The orchard lies barren. The forest never rises. The strength that could have built a legacy dissolves into nothing. This is not punishment. Nature does not strike you down for a single act. But over years, the debt compounds. Doctors link overindulgence with erectile dysfunction, with depression, with the fatigue that now plagues modern men. The spirit erodes slowly, until one day, a man realizes he has wasted the very force that was meant to build him. And in old age, he sees it clearly. The shadows of children never born, strength never cultivated, kingdoms never built, all of it slipping away in memories of fleeting pleasure. Yet even here lies redemption. When life force is spent wisely, when it is carried with reverence, it returns the gift, vitality, magnetism, the strange sense that doors open where once they were closed. As if the universe itself bends in your favor, because you have chosen to carry its will instead of betray it. This is the final cost and the final choice. The eternal regret of wasted life force, or the eternal power of a destiny fulfilled. How much more are you willing to lose? Some men spend their force in silence until nothing remains. Others guard it and rise to meet their destiny. The choice is yours. Carry it with you and let the stillness of the act speak for itself.